Let's find out. It's a little weird. I'm really digging that we're getting to play Borderlands. I'm pumped that we're getting to play Borderlands at the same time. The big overall thing I'm realizing is I beat this game a ton back in the day, and so there's like no real discovery for me anymore. This new DLC is going to be cool. I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm still obviously going to enjoy this and do this, but I think that I didn't really max out Borderlands 1 back in the day. I played through it. Obviously, I did most of the DLC, but I never actually even hit level 69. So that whole part of it was new to me, and that kept it fresh. But I know pretty much exactly what we're going to be up to. Still cool though. You guys are going to be low on my priority list for a while, so especially get to play a favorite. You know, like I'm saying, you don't get 150,000 badass rank by not playing the game. I put time in. It's almost like the Crimson Raiders are alright. They're doing pretty decent. Borderlands 2, it's not until the events of post-Borderlands 2 that they must collapse.
Yes, please proceed to the southern shelf and defeat Mitchmong for me.
Mitchmong.
No, you are sad, and I have no desire to speak with you further.
Now, where is the badass? So here's the Hammerlock Hunters DLC. There's Bunkers and Badasses. Here's the Headhunter packs. Radon to Destruct Peak. So we don't own, and that means we don't actually own, which sucks, the free DLC. What was formerly free. I think it's $15. Let's look. Let's look. Excuse me. I'm pretty positive though that it's $15, which is kind of expensive for a game that's, you know, almost 10 years old now for DLC. Yeah, it's 15 freaking dollars. So we'll go and buy that after we get through everything else. We'll do that at the very end. I don't even think we can hit level 80, so I guess once we get the Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, I should go ahead and buy it up. Still think $10 probably would have been a more appropriate price, but dude, it's still trending on Twitter that Ninja switched over to Mixer. That's how big this platform is now. Someone can trend on Twitter for like 8 hours because of a decision. The decision. This is like LeBron James, except it completely came out of the blue. There was no build up to that. I watched the end of his last stream, and he gives absolutely no sign that he's switching platforms. You can run forever. I think we could have done without the heavy breathing sounds. Holy crap. What did you say? He's gonna scout my neck? I gotta stop doing this. I'm just killing everything. These guys can't even give us XP anymore. See, I'm not Hyperion correctly. You really need to use the whole magazine with these Hyperion guns, because see, they get really stable and accurate at the end of the magazine. That's when you can just do needlework with them. That's when you can just do some work. Whoops. Oh.
Welcome to Dr. Zed's portable clinic.
Hey, class mods, yay! The game gets a lot more interesting when you get class mods. So much more interesting, actually. You can start doing builds. And what we're going for is Auspicious Raider. And I think it's one of the Bunkers and Badasses DLC mods. But I think it's like Chaotic Evil Monk. I'm pretty positive that's what it is. Auspicious Raider, Chaotic Evil Monk, and then just a bunch of little stuff in between. Holy crap, look at the size of that one. I have never seen one throw a block that big. That was ridiculous. That was a full-on freaking ice shelf. But in the meantime, for this playthrough, it really doesn't matter. We could try a bunch of different stuff out. It's not going to be until later on that it gets a lot more specific. I totally should have lifted the bridge up, rip. I hated him anyway. Granada! Apparently we're supposed to say yeet. I've got to adapt to the modern times. Yeet! Hey, it's CMP. Oh, we don't want to go that way. There's plenty of shit to kill, but let's go kill this boss first. Let's go kill this boss first. One of these days, holy shit, one of these days we're gonna get this fucking ladder. Go. Oh my god. Why you do this, Gearbox? Why you do this? We made it, and it went in a circle and got us exactly where we started. See, I remember this game. I did my time. I did my time stream. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Clearly not. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna open these boxes. I come for my pound of flesh. Salt the flesh. Oh no, it's strip the flesh. Strip the flesh. Salt the wound. Bone squish. Back talk. So again, on the Borderlands VIP website, the way they describe psychos now is that it's a disease. They don't know why it's spreading across the system, but it is. It has been for a long time. It's John Carter of Mars. Oh, not John Carter of Mars. John Carpenter. John Carpenter's Ghosts of Mars. which is not the best movie ever, but I feel like a lot of these games take some inspiration from that movie. These are probably the most random thing in the entire game. They're kind of cool, I guess, but I don't really know what the point of them is.
Ah, what an unlikely symbiotic relationship.
Time for a kill! There we go, see, it's those, and it's gonna be welcome to die.
So the midget looks like a little human backpack, and that's funny.
Heavy rifle, explosive renegade, so it's gonna shoot grenades. A fantastic day for capitalism.
That's bad. Haven't found anything good. My weapon machine will fix that for you.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop!
Dude, that elemental damage is doing work to him. I think I'm supposed to kill... Hold on, there's a challenge. There's a challenge, I remember it. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to kill him first. This is the shelf. We gotta go to the excuse me, sorry. The Southern Shelf challenges. There it is. Kill Big Boom. Oh no, that's not it. Maybe it's this. Kill Midge Mong and his rider before they summon back up. Oh shit. Well, I think it's already too late for that. Maybe? I don't know.
Wonderful! Fracas was most helpful to my studies
Fracas.
among social structures. Return to the bounty board at your earliest convenience.
So many guys here. Just to lay out. Bitch. Ready to go, bitch. My mom looked at me that way too. So many good lines. This recoil is kind of hard to control. All right, what else we got? Assassinate the assassins. Oh yeah, that's it's way away. We should probably just go ahead and turn. Probably turn it in, but I'm just gonna go hunt. Well, this might be on the way. If this is on the way to hunt the Firehawk, then that's all that really matters. Go, 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 go! Hot, 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 hot! Well, hey, we're almost level 10. 70 more levels to go. Which will get insanely difficult to go through the end. Yeah, this is by far the most balanced. If you want a challenge, you play Gunzerker. This is the hard one. He gets health regen, he regenerates ammo, and he gets to dual wield. Strats. How much jerk there is at the opening of those shots. These low-level guns. They gotta do something, because if you got a lot of badass rank, you still gotta know that you're using terrible weapons at the start of the game. How's Paladin's been treating you, Adam? I need to stop doing this. I need to just move on. I've been killing these level 2 guys for a minute. I'll come back. There's more to do. There's more to do. Remember when Tiny Tina DLC came out? Gunzerker and me, the Dragon's Ray boss, so freaking easy compared to everyone. It's been good, man. No complaints. Good. Is that still what you're mostly playing? Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that chaotic. I'm pretty sure it's chaotic evil monk. It's the super duper class mod from Bunkers and Badasses that makes him crazy. I've never heard them say this before. I've played this game plenty. And in my whole life, I have never heard them say, "Bury me with Scotty," but they keep saying that. I love the little icon. The icon for the Gunzerker is cool. It's been a while since we had the lid on. I'm gonna turn the lid on. Why not? Looks cool.
High quality, low prices, and no questions asked. Don't die. I need your business.
Everyone's divide. You know what I need? You know what I need? I need to know where we're heading towards. And you know what I want to be? I want to be looking for to hit the goal today.
Hey y'all, welcome to the new and improved Catch a Ride. Now with
I'm so used to having the
40%
flying vehicle from
26%
pre-sequel.
annually. That is down from last year's
Or when Doc Mercy couldn't actually spawn the Infinity and people were sitting there and trying to kill him over and over and over again because Yodi Slayer told everybody that's how you farm out the Infinity because he read it from the wiki, but he never actually tested it himself, and so people spent hundreds and hundreds of hours trying to farm out an Infinity that they couldn't actually get. My buddy was one of those. He was a victim of that madness. You think that Yodi Slayer is going to get a memorial in Borderlands 3? Yo, way down south we get the Jeremiah. Jeremiah. Hell no, really? You know, there was a big push for that. When he first died, there was a huge push for him to be memorialized in Borderlands. I don't think they ever will. Would you, Adam? Thanks for being here, Jeremiah. Welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. What the fuck is that thing? It just looks like a purple wiener. It's like a big slingy purple worm. I like this quest. That you like build this area back up.
The bloodshots are killing us!
Pre-recorded message ends.
Oh!
Found the happy big motel.
This should be in Jeremiah.
Yeah, bloodshot wiped that place
When who
out.
died
Good
first?
after
When
all,
Yodi
it's
Slayer
about sanctuary.
died,
You might be able to
there was a
turn
big
everything
push on the
back on.
forums for
Have
him to
make
be
that scene
memorialized, and then it kind of came out that he was drunk driving and stuff. That he was drunk driving, and you know, it's been very contentious since. But really, one of my big feelings is like Yodi did a lot of YouTube content. I know he was really well liked, but his content was literally reading from the wiki, and a lot of the time it was wrong. Hence why I mentioned like Doc Mercy. He told everybody you could just farm Doc Mercy. My buddy who loved Yodi Slayer sat there.
Oh, man, the steam punks ain't working either. I see your
My
problem.
buddy had recently
And I'm
broken
gonna
his leg,
take
so he had
this
nothing to do but
slow
play
so you
Borderlands. So you can
understand,
imagine.
right? That thing's
And he
broke
literally
as
lived here
hell.
during that time period
Yeah, better
at my
stop
house.
some replacement parts from the
And
other
he
punks
just
in
played
the
Borderlands
motel.
all day. And he watched one of these Yodi videos that told him he could get an Infinity off Doc Mercy, and he thought this was the greatest thing ever, and spent 2-3 days straight just trying to farm that crap. Oh, we might hit it. We might hit it. We might hit it. Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was always wrong. If he was right, it was just because he got lucky. He literally read off the wiki. But hey, man, that's really contentious. I know Morning After Kill loves Yodi Slayer. What's Morning After Kill been up to? I know you're saying he's going to blow up. A bunch of people are all saying he's going to blow up. Do you really feel like he's going to blow up? How you doing, Jeremiah? Thanks for being here, man. Jeremiah's a streamer on Mixer. He's really, really good. He's on the same platform as Ninja now. Mixer's really, really going places. So that's, you know, people are saying that's where the future's at. That's where Jeremiah's at. No. Oh, I went too far. I don't think I've ever in my whole life gone too far over that pig. Doing good, man. Chilling. Good. I'm glad to have you here chilling with us. Thank you. There's a face cam and everything. I mean, oh my god, he's got a face cam. He's kind of behind on that, isn't he? No cam. That was like just a choice, right? I mean, I've had a cam for 4 years. It's not like it made me blow up or something. What is making people feel like having a cam is going to make him blow up? We were too... I think his YouTube will do better than streaming. Potentially. Potentially. I don't know. He's definitely going to have a huge community come over there. But I don't know that he's going to become like the next Ninja overnight. And how popular he was without a cam, in my opinion. Well, he's pretty popular. I mean, he's an old-timer. I like Morning After Kill. I think he's cool. I've always liked his content. I think he's a straight shooter. I think he's actually informative, which is good. It's more than I could say about Yodi Slayer back in the day. Like, I caught on to Yodi Slayer's videos real quick. Like, this dude's legit reading the wiki. He's not going out and testing this himself. But Morning After Kill plays a ton of Borderlands. He actually knows what he's talking about. He's old school as far as that YouTube stuff and how he operates is concerned. He loves Borderlands. I mean, that's what he streamed, right? He's just streamed Borderlands this whole time. He streamed a very little bit of Destiny. He's done a little bit of content for Destiny, but that's been it. He didn't do what Gathalion did. Gathalion was really ambitious. Gathalion went fully after Destiny. I'm trying to land on the pig. After, you know, Borderlands kind of like, yeah, they were done. Effectively done. After they put us through Limbo and then they were done. And Gathalion made a really smart move and, you know, grew massively through Destiny. And built a community over there and then got to be a variety caster. And so now Gathalion's a brand. Mornin didn't do that. Mornin, and freaking Balru's a brand too, dude. Balru just had a huge trajectory, all his own. All those guys that used to play Borderlands together. You know, Adam, you, and myself, and many of us are part of that OG Borderlands community that was Mornin, Afterkill, Balru, Master Kiz, and Gathalion. And they've all gone their separate ways. I think Master Kiz is a streamer now. Balru just is massively popular and has become like almost a juggernaut here on Twitch. Goth is obviously his own brand, and he's one of the leading faces of Destiny and has now got a very diverse business. And then there's Mornin Afterkill. And it's like that whole gang, everybody really just blew up and kind of kept it going, and Mornin Afterkill stuck with Borderlands too. He seems more pumped for Zelda than Borderlands 3. Really, Adam, you feel that way? What makes you feel that way? More pumped for the next Zelda? Isn't it not announced? What makes you feel like he's more pumped for Zelda than Borderlands 3? Because that's interesting you say that. Oh, shit. Why would you play the game when you could just Google shit, right? Well, he became super popular and made a lot of money, got tons of subs, and he became like one of the big voices in Borderlands, even though like 50% of his content is literally false. Because he just read from a wiki. Which is why I ended up not liking him. For no other reason other than that he was lying in his videos. And what's sad is he was actually naive to that. I don't know if that's to his credit, but it's just lazy. That old school YouTube time period when you could make a lot of money with very little effort. But he became one of the people that everyone really depended upon and saw as like a leader, and he died. Then they found out he was driving drunk and he had kids, and it was just really sad and really dramatic at the same time.
I bet you my remaining kidney, that pump right there, still got a working capacitor. Just flip open the vault case and grab that sucker duck.
He just doesn't seem real hype for Borderlands 3. Could you give me an example? Because I'm just asking because I'm curious. You've really spiked my interest. Does he ever go on like an epic, like, oh, this is going to be the best? Doesn't he still stream Borderlands consistently? Because he's part of like the stream team or whatever? You know the thing about Borderlands that just works really, really well, and this is when I feel the best, is just the combat is so freaking fun and good. They just freaking nailed it. They really just nailed it when it came to the gunplay and the moment-to-moment fighting. And that's what keeps you going. I still don't get all that drawn into the quests or the storytelling hardly at all. You know, a little bit, like I pay more attention to the lore since we're coming out on Borderlands 3, and I've been trying to learn more about it, but for me, it's always just been about shooting stuff. Call me shallow and stupid, I don't care, but I think that's what's... It's a first-person Diablo, and the shooting actually feels good. Oh, compared to Balru and... I mean, I'm sure Balru's pumped just because he's been streaming a lot of Borderlands. I think he's, like, salaried now by Gearbox or something like that to stream. So I'm sure just for the change of pace, like Borderlands 2, like right now, I'm enjoying this playthrough. I'm really glad to do it, but I am going to be done once I'm 100% this character pretty much, because I've done it, man. You know, kind of Vici thing. I hadn't experienced Borderlands 1's endgame properly, and so that was fresh for me. But I have done at least 24 playthroughs on this game, probably more throughout my life. Yeah, I love it, but it's just not new for me anymore. I can, and it's times a million for those guys, you know? You know, only shooting. And of course I'm going to get really frustrated later on when Mr. Birch's identity politics start to... Especially pre-sequel. I mean, pre-sequel is Mr. Birch saying, by the way, I feel guilty about everything. But that's not here in the early. I mean, this vanilla Borderlands 2 experience is just like as close to perfect as they get. You know, it's Black Sabbath, Black Sabbath. It's the Godfathers of the looter shooters showing what's up. That's why 3's gonna kick ass. There's so much recoil. All the skags evade the stuff.
Sure looks like the capacitor I was looking for. Hey,
Yeah, Ballroo's going all in with Borderlands. I haven't seen him upload any YouTube content lately, though. He was like, had an editor and he was doing content. He didn't seem thrilled about it, though. I tried to watch his Moe's skill tree video, and literally every time I went to go watch it, I would do it because I watch YouTube before I go to bed. I would pass out. He just doesn't seem thrilled or all that interested. So I don't blame him. You know, he makes his money on Twitch. He doesn't have to do YouTube videos anymore. He doesn't have to bounce with the copyright and their TOS, which is even worse than ours. But I'd say that the desire is gone, which is weird because he had a really strong YouTube content and a super strong, you know, big rich community over there. They have like 500,000 subscribers, and he was always the Borderlands YouTube guy. He was the guy you knew you could go to for the OP build without glitches or any stupid stuff. I have to imagine he's going to do that again. I don't know how you could deny the money from it. I mean, he was the pre-sequel guy. There is no one else. Probably is now, but back then, even though he hardly played the pre-sequel, he was the guy. He was who was left. I mean, Githalion, I thought, was way too vicious on the pre-sequel. The pre-sequel had its bad parts, but compared to most games, it's still really good, and it had a lot of positives to it. Was it as good as Borderlands 2? Of course not. But the community, the community was at a low point those days. It really was. Destiny was coming out. No one knew what the future of Borderlands looked like. People were really iffy on Battleborn, which is really tragic, as we know, because we're all Battleborn people in here. But, and then pre-sequel came out. That was the bottom. That was the so-called nadir, you know? That was the nadir of it all. Jolts is too much on being family friendly. Someone's got to fill the niche, but I see what you're saying, Adam. I see what you're saying. He's still doing a lot of Destiny too. I think that is his problem. As in, you don't think he's like ready to go one direction or another, Adam? It'd be hard for him to break from Destiny. I mean, one Destiny obviously has been getting really good. Well, it actually healed its buddies. That's cool as hell. You'd think I would have seen that by now after all these years. I hope they've stepped up the animal behavior to a level that is like Red Dead Redemption-esque. If they can make the monsters have a biome like Red Dead, that would be so immersive and amazing. Especially since, unlike Red Dead, you can actually spend a ton of time shooting these things. But yeah, I mean, it's tough for him because he's the Destiny guy. You know, he's one of the leaders, big time, seriously, leaders of that community, not just in namesake. Him and Broman are Guardian Con. They are the organizers. They have done so much for Destiny. And I think a lot of the times they went unrewarded by Bungie. I felt like they got shit on with the release of Destiny 2 being what it was.
Well, looks like
It just blew my mind. Those guys
just plug in banana boats and
did everything
board will be
that they
juiced
could.
up, so the living
So I don't think they're gonna
guys
quit,
have
man.
unrealistically high expectations of 'em.
There's no way they're gonna quit. But Broman loves Destiny. That's what I get. When I watch him play Borderlands, he looks like he's just doing it. You know, it's like, yeah, it's just okay. That's what I see in his face. This is okay. When I watch him play Destiny, it looks like this is the game he loves. With Githalion, I think he was kind of like me at the end of Borderlands 2, as far as feeling like Borderlands 1 in many ways was stronger. Borderlands 2 is still the superior game, but there's things that Borderlands 1 does, such as the scaling, the power of the weapons, that work better. I mean, I'm playing Borderlands 2 right now, obviously, but I'm coming from Borderlands 1, and it's striking me that the guns don't feel as strong sometimes.
Bloodshot's just
they're not, you know, a masher. A masher is punchy. It is punchy. An assault rifle in that game,
grab the package.
but I think it's going to be fine. You know, Borderlands 3 is going back to that mature style. It's going back to that more mature style, which is what it needs to be. It just has to be a perfect mix between all the games they've made so far and just more and bigger and better. And adding that, the punchy brutality and mature dark content of Borderlands 1 with the polish and robustness and just truly never-ending content of Borderlands 2 with the scaling of the pre-sequel. And we're gravy, baby. What I want is Borderlands 3 is character muter. People are gonna play Borderlands 3 to death. I don't want to hear the same 12 voice lines over and over and over. I feel you, Adam. I feel you. I agree with you, and I think that something that helps, that'll make you feel better, is you think about Battleborn, you know? How many voice lines were in Battleborn? Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, all with unique interactions with one another. You know, they started adding that towards Bunkers and Badasses. They started doing more of that, like characters actually talking with one another based upon who you're playing as in the moment. That's what makes me feel like, don't worry. One, you know, there's so many more audio assets in the game in general. And two, after the work they did in Battleborn, they're gonna take that level of detail, I'm positive, to the next Borderlands. Yo, Mr. Schultz, thank you for taking the red pill, seeing just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Welcome to reality. Mr. Schultz, thank you for that follow, man. Much appreciated. So yeah, I ain't worried. I agree with you, Adam. I really do. I just think that, they're gonna do what they did for us in Battleborn. Jeremiah, thank you for that red pill hype, sir. Much appreciated. And we'll be gravy. I mean, cause like there were literally hundreds of voice lines per character in Battleborn, and it seemed like that, and that was just at launch. And then they did the operations, and remember the operations had like 15 different playthroughs per character, all with unique dialogue. Just ridiculous. So 100%, I think that they're gonna, if they could do that for Battleborn, which had to be chronically underfunded and understaffed. Imagine it, Adam. Imagine it for Borderlands 3. Thank you for that, Jeremiah. I appreciate that hype, man. And Mr. Schwartz, thank you for that follow, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Tucker, what do you say? What do you say? Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. I'm kind of amazed we did that on the first go, because I remember many a time playing this game in the past, and that's usually a quest I get stuck on for some reason. Anytime. That in this game is like, you know, 1,000,000 times prettier than Borderlands 1. Like, you start to go blind, you get a form of snow blindness from playing Borderlands 1 too much. Because everything is literally freaking tan and brown. And then you come into this game and suddenly there's color. And detail, and all the maps look different, and the skyboxes and the horizons are amazing. They're good in Borderlands 1, to be fair. The horizons and the skyboxes are actually really good. But it's not just brown everywhere. It's much prettier. This is, you know, that's one of the strongest things about Borderlands 2, is this is where they define the art style. It's not just cel-shaded, it is the Borderlands style. Everything looks hodgepodge, everything looks jacked together. It's futuristic, yet it's primal at the same time. Everything's exaggerated to the nth degree. Things are held together with scotch tape, bubblegum, and rubber bands. They somehow made a junkyard look beautiful and practical at the same time. I think they need to buff the Gunzerker there, really. I just don't think he's strong enough.
Keep your mitts off my toy! Finders keepers, losers die!
Now what in the hell's he got? What good's your fancy pantsy mids?
Looks like we didn't get an affinity. What the hell? Yodi Slayer told me I could get an affinity. Where's my affinity? I guess I have to do this 75,000 times. Oh wait, whoops. It's fixed now, but that took them a long time. It was like a year into Borderlands 2 when they finally fixed that crap. Oh god, there's supposed to be spikes, but there's kind of a box around them. Cool gun. There's something special about this. I remember there being a challenge. There's a badass rank challenge that you do all the optional mission objectives. And I remember doing this mission over and over again, trying to make sure I did the objective, the optional objective. How jumpy that is.
So it looks like that gun uses iridium tech to turn bullets into stuff that ain't bullets.
It ain't bullets. Oh yeah.
Stuff.
This was their answer to the alien guns.
Iridium is weird.
I can't wait to take your
When does the optional challenge show up? Because I know it's a thing. Damn, no ammo. Give me some ammo. Give me some assault rifle ammo. Maybe these 2 boxes will provide it. Can you smell it? It's getting stronger. That's weird. So again, they've revealed that this is more like a virus. These people just go manic. Where's the optional objective? I know it's a thing. Owie. My mommy.
I've been doing some research.
There we go.
Looks like there's all types of E-tech
But I have like
guns out there
no
for you to
ammo
find.
left.
Blaster rifles,
I know there's an
plasma
optional
cannons,
objective that shows up here.
Sounds dangerously awesome.
There we go, a little bit. Whopping 18 bullets. Look at that kick. Why is it so jumpy? I don't understand. How many axes are getting thrown? They keep doing the poetry too, and this is another thing. And all the times I've played through this game, I've never heard them do the poetry thing before. Reminds me of Krieg. Long live the winter of our discontent. But there was more than just, oh, they're crazy now. Oh, was it? I don't, I guess, I don't know. I've played Krieg up to level 52. I don't know. I haven't paid too much attention to him beyond that, though. So tell me more about this, Jeremiah. I mean, I don't think they're intelligent outside of Krieg, though. I think they're literally just maniacs. I think Krieg's the exception, not the rule, right? He's a special psycho. Did you say piss on your lips? Dude, I swear there was an optional objective. I don't know why it didn't show up. Maybe there wasn't. Maybe it just doesn't spawn enough guys. Maybe that's why I had to keep saving and quitting. It's been a while. Yeah, he's like sensitive and intelligent. Remember, like, they had that trailer that came out and he talks about how he actually loves Maya. He's like in love with her, but he can't, and he goes to try to express himself. And he's like, I want to sit on your meat bicycle and strip your flesh. Anyway, Ninja's on Mixer. And you're a Mixer streamer, so how do you feel about it, Jeremiah? TDR, whoever designed TDR guns deserves a raise. So what's special about TDR? They reload funny. Reload funny? Yeah, you literally throw the gun when you reload and it explodes, and then it digitally reconstructs another gun of the exact same model. That's freaking cool. Only problem is you gotta remember, like, the Necromancer not to keep spamming the freaking reload. Why is he on Mixer? He's exclusively on Mixer. I have no idea. He switched over. He streamed on Twitch 3 days ago, and then he made an announcement today. It was a big time thing. Like, Microsoft already had a commercial filmed and everything, so clearly this was already in the works. So now it's free to sub to him on Mixer. I went ahead and went over there and subbed to him. I mean, it's free. He's got 100,000 Mixer subs already. Yeah, I mean, I would say they paid him, but you'd think there'd have to be more to it. But that's it. He doesn't stream on Twitch. And literally, Jeremiah, Mixer took away... I mean, Twitch took away his verified checkmark the moment it happens. So as in, he's no longer partnered on Twitch. Because if you stream, you know, if you stream on any other platforms... What's so petty about it, though, is he hasn't actually streamed on Mixer yet. But what the rumor is... This is the rumor of why this happens. Is that Halo is going to make it like Nintendo makes it, and the only way you can stream Halo is to stream on Mixer. Other than that, you can't make YouTube content for it, at least not monetize it, and you can't do any Twitch content for Halo Infinity. And so what's going to happen is Ninja is basically going to be the Halo guy, which I hope that doesn't happen, but it also makes me think that they really think Halo Infinity is going to be a really big deal. Yeah, Twitch basically said fuck you. Because he hasn't actually streamed on Mixer yet, so how could you take away his verified badge? Now, after he does it, yeah, of course. I mean, those are the rules, but they just straight up, as soon as the announcement went live, it's like Twitch didn't even know about it. Oh crap, I gotta be killing these guys with these guns. They shot a commercial and shit. I mean, I don't really care about it personally, though I do find it very interesting. So I guess that means I care about it. I don't care about it from a business standpoint, like personally myself. Like, oh, how is this going to affect the platform? I think it's good for you. Really good news for you Mixer guys, though. 110%. I really, really hope, though, they don't make Halo a streaming exclusive for Mixer. I think that would be... I think that'd be bullshit. I think what Nintendo does with their streaming stuff is bullshit already, so... A lot of traction. And Mixer's already... I mean, Mixer's third, right? It's Twitch, YouTube Live, and then Mixer. I guess Hitbox and D Live. Not much going on right now. Von Hilge, how's your Bioshock playthrough going, man? Von Hilge's really, really smart. He's really cool. I like him a lot. He's also a affiliated streamer here on Twitcher. Here on Twitch, Mixer, whatever. Twitch. He's a good one, too. He's really cool. I like him a lot. He is someone you want to listen to and have a good conversation with because he's intelligent. Yo, Von Hilge! What up, Von Helga? Thanks for being here, buddy. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for being here. We're playing Borderlands 2, if you can't tell. In preparation for Borderlands 3, we're trying to get all the achievements in Borderlands. Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, Borderlands pre-sequel, and Tales from, you guessed it, Borderlands. Infinity. Give me an Infinity, Doc. Probably just gonna run one character in each at this point, since we're running out of time to max level, and completely max them out, use them to get the achievements. I won't be even attempting or saying I'm going to